Hey there, I've got some new arrivals to show you and a very exciting cast on that I can't wait to share with you, as well as restock. Okay, so we have some fabulous copper corgi, and I'm Cadence Kidwell here at Fuzzy Goat in Thomasville, Georgia. And you can see all that I'm talking about at fuzzygoatyarns.com, and you can also text us at 229-236-GOAT. Hey Virginia, thanks for watching. We have a restock of our #1 selling, no risk of slowdown on this kit, our WestJack Queen kit. It is made with our custom WestJack Kid yarn, and it uses the Raina pattern, and then there is an additional mini skein that Sarah of Copper Corgi dyes for us that goes with the whole kit, and so we've restocked that. It's our #1 selling kit. And then she's also sent us this basket of other beauties here as well. So yes, WestJack Kid is our very first custom color, and it's named WestJack Kid because we're on West Jackson, and my baby goats are kids. My last name is Kidwell, so WestJack Kid. Plus, it just kind of sounds a little outlaw, which is a little bit how we are. Not that we actually break the law, nothing like that. Just a little spicy, as Madeline would say. Then we have all these other beautiful ones, including another custom color, Rosabilly. This is also, which I am also wearing, and I will show you more details in a moment. This is Rosabilly. We are in the city of roses. Again, Billy goats, and Rosabilly sounds a little bit like rockabilly, and we just kind of like the thought of all of that. So this is Rosabilly, another fabulous color. Another great thing about this Savannah sock is the yardage, 490 yards. It also has a super tight twist, so great for stitch definition. And even though it's 100% superwash merino and not nylon, a lot of people use this yarn for socks because of the twist, and they hold up really well. So you can use them for socks, but I have used them in this sweater here that I just love, lattice or braid, and I did the braid down the side here. I'm actually casting this one on again, which is not the super exciting one, though I'm excited, but it's not the super exciting one. I'm casting it on again because I want to do the lattice, and I'm using a slightly less variegated yarn to have it show up in there. And that color there is Long Road to Key West, and we are restocked in that if you were looking for this color to do this sweater yourself. I'm casting it on because I want to do the braid now, I'm sorry, the lattice now that I've done the braid, but I also wanted it even more oversized. I was worried it was going to be too oversized, so I made some modifications, and then I love it, but it is not the oversized sweater that I wanted, so I'm going in again. So Long Road to Key West. Having grown up in South Florida and made that long road to Key West, I can indeed attest that you would think it's close, but it is a really long road and a very long bridge. Another custom color that we have here is Oh Doe Is Me. So really nice soft pinks and corals. So Sarah sent us some more of that. And our other custom color is Billie Jean, because Billie Jean King just rocks. And again, Billy from Billy Goats. And then we kind of have a joke around here. People will say, oh, that'll go great with jeans. We think this will go great with jeans. Although, isn't that the reason it's kind of a joke is like, doesn't everything go with jeans? Isn't that kind of the point? So anyway, Billie Jean is another custom color for us. But then some favorites is the Long Road to Key West. Peacock never lasts very long. Super saturated, really vibrant blue. Azalea just instantly makes everything pop. Look how fun that is. I would probably put these two together in something. I'm not sure what yet. This is Chartreuse. And then what else have we got in here? that Sarah sent us. We have Old Country. Some folks have asked about getting that back in, so we have this in. And then this one is Traveling Riverside and Cashmere. Cashmere, I have used Cashmere and Peacock together in a Waiting for Rain pattern that turned out really pretty. It's a more subtle variation than if you were to put, say, Peacock with Azalea, which would also be lovely, but you can always put those two together. So somebody got some really great, Connie got some great deals from our sale. Yes, the sale is going on. I guess you can't really see it in the background. It's kind of like over this way, right there. And yes, and I got some new yarns to show you that we just got in for the sale. But before we move on over to that, Sarah of Copper Corgi also dyes Sport, which is what I am wearing. I am wearing our custom color Rosabilly, whoops, in Sport. And I made Caitlin Hunter's Halu, H-A-L-U. I love it. It's got little tiny baubles in there that nobody may know but me when I can feel them there. It's chilly here, so I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath it. I love my Halu. It was supposed to be in a DK, but I did my gauge swatch and counted my stitches and tried on the whole time I went, and it turned out exactly the way I wanted it. It is one of those sweaters that I alternated skeins the entire way through the body after I was through the yoke, and I'm really pleased with how that turned out. So Rosabilly and WestJack Kid are both in Sport, and it's a nice Sport. It's not as thick as a DK, but it certainly could act like it if you did your swatch. Billie Jean is also in Sport, as well as the very popular Long Road to Key West, and also Azalea. So those are all in Sport. And Sport is 380 yards of 100% super merino. And it has a different twist than the Savannah Sock. So it is not as tight a twist. So it's how do I want to say it? It's a little loftier is what is the word I wanted to use. So we have new yarns. Oops, I let all that sit over there. We have some new yarns for the sale. Normally, I try to intersperse a sale video on a Saturday, and then the next week, other new arrivals. But we got some new stuff in just for the sale, because remember we told you that we don't let anything have a birthday, and so when that happens, we don't often have enough to make a really nice, fun, robust sale up there. And so I have to go shopping for some other stuff for the sale. And so here is some stuff that has never been in the store before, and we bought it just for the sale. And so it is, can you see it there? It's alpaca and wool and 2% elastic, and it's a bulky. Let's see if I could get it out there so you can see. So it's thicker than a worsted, thicker than an Aran, but it's definitely not a super bulky. Hey, Sandy and Suzanne and Amy. And we have all these colors, everything from denim to seaweed. You purple folks, we've got aubergine. I think this blush is really pretty. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not called blush. It's called rose quartz. And this one is buckwheat. And then we have some really great grays, and this teal is really pretty, is rainforest. So it was $24, and now it's $19.90, and it's an alpaca, mostly alpaca, bulky. And Melissa found some patterns that I haven't even had a chance to look at yet. So here we go. This one here is called Lotta, L-O-T-T-A, and we do have the links up for these. I agree, Virginia, lots of great colors, 9 different colors. And it is, you want to go click on it and see through it. It's a really great kind of shrug wrap in there. And it comes in anything from an extra small to a 2X large. And it would be really pretty in any of these yarns, especially I think this rainforest. Then we have cherry. I could read what Melissa thoughtfully wrote on the back. Oh, let me tell you the yardage on this. It's 198 yards. So the small size you could make with one ball. So it would be great to start maybe putting some things aside for next winter, and many of you still have lots of winter still to go. So this is called Cherry, and the hat link is up on our Mallow site. This is Berry Patch, and so it's a really cute cowl that could sit inside your jacket. You could also do that in just one skein. And this here, of course, we're going to have a sweater. This is called Lara, L-A-R-A, with this great open work here. And that would be, gosh, in the denim would be really pretty. That would really go with jeans. And then, or if you like Storm Cloud, a nice gray. There's 2 different grays in here too, so if you want to do some stripy things, we'll keep looking for patterns for you. But I was super excited that the Mallow came in, and we got 2 other weights as well. We went all the way from the bulky to lace weight, and this lace is really nice. It's silk in it, and it's got a nice twist, so even with the silk, it's 50% wool, 50% silk, but the twist in there and the wool, it's not like slippery, slide off your needles. Has a little bit of a, I'm gonna say a tooth to it. I don't think that's a technical term. And not that I would necessarily put these 2 colors together, but these are the 2 colors that we could get for the sale. And they has 798 yards. That is a ton of yards. Already wound up. We have Hyacinth and we have Findlay. And it was $32 and now it's $28.80. So you'll save some money on that. And we have some patterns for that Melissa chose. We have this one here called Brandywine Stole, and just 2 balls would make that beautiful piece. And this one here is called Irma, and it is a lovely lace shawl. So if you like lace weight, I could also hold these 2 together and make fingering. And I've done that before and really like the fabric that I make. It has a nice texture to it. And then we got some tweed, also 2 colors. And this is a cashmere tweed. It feels so good. We've had tweeds before. I love a tweed. I love the way the tweed looks. Sometimes it has a little bit of a bite to it, but not this one. This is a cashmere tweed, and we have it in these 2 colors. It was $38 and now it's $30.40. And let's see what Melissa picked out for us with that. She picked out Rainy, which is a hat and a scarf there. And, oh, and the yardage is 120. So depending on what you're going to make, you would need whether you're doing the hat or the scarf. This one here is a headband. I love that cable with the picked up parts around the side there. And it looks like you would only need 1 ball to do that. And then this is a great vest here, Luciana. We've got the links to all of those up. So that's some yarn for the sale that came in that I wanted to make sure you saw. What also came in this week is we got a restock of our Ikigai Striped Elements Scarf. Elaine knit up our sample, and I just love the colors. The colors are so happy. It's knit in the round, so it's just knit, 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 knit all the way around. And it feels divine. So we got that back in stock. Something else that came in that's super fun. We've been carrying Woobles. So we got, this came just yesterday. This is a Woobles kit. So rather than just 1 Wooble, this is 3 of them, and it's called Zero to Hero. The Woobles are so much fun because they're crochet, lots of video support, and they also come with everything you need, and the little critters are already pre-started so that you don't have to struggle with that very beginning. You can be off and running right away. In this kit, you can make the dinosaur, the bird, and then the alpaca, and it comes with the kits for each of those, and it comes with a super fun crochet hook, and then some little secrets inside here, and the 3 different ones, and it's called Zero to Hero. It's just so cute. We just got 5 of these in. So let's see what you think about those. But I wanted to share those. If you have any new crocheters, and we sell a lot of those too, anywhere from kids to adults, because they just love how fast and they could get going on those. Okay, this is kind of a sale thing, but this was an epiphany that I had this week. So I'm going ahead and sharing it now also. So this is my pattern, Who'll Stop the Rain. It's a snood that you can wear around your shoulders. It is cold, but I don't need a snood and the scarf. That you can wear around your shoulders. Oops. You can wear it as a cowl. And you can also, my favorite is like this if you need to put it up around your head. So we have these kits in the sale, the Lux Flux, and you could make this pattern with a Lux Flux kit. So the Lux Flux kits, let me see, they, now of course I brought you ones over here that do not have any of the prices. Oh, here we go. They were $82 and now they're $65.60. But what you would do, since this is DK yarn and then lace weight, is you would hold these two fingerings together. And you might be short a round or two at the, you know, right around the ends, but you know, there's plenty to this. You'll have more than enough. And it would make a beautiful monochrome snood. And these are the different colors that we have here. So you could do this beautiful rust or this kind of olive greeny. I think this blue is really pretty. Or this, it's like a blush, but it's got some vibrancy to it. It's a really pretty pink. So that occurred to me this week as I'm catching my breath from the holidays, and I was like, oh, I bet they could make Waiting for Rain out of that kit. All right, let's talk about my knitting because I'm so excited about this. Okay, first I'm gonna talk about a recent project that I finished, which is my blueberry vodka lemonade. I wore this last week. I wore it over a shirt, fit fine. I knew that when I wanted to wear it on my own, without a shirt underneath it, that it was gonna go a little bit too far over and show my bra straps. And it was just a little bit too far over. So I crocheted along the inside of the neck. I used the same color so it wouldn't show, which makes it harder to show you. But I crocheted from rib to rib to cinch it in. And it worked perfectly. If I don't like it, I can always unzip it and take it out. It worked really great. It was still a little bit too gapey right up here, so I did it again. Let's see if I can show you that. So here's the single row, and then over the arm, I did it again so you can see 2 rows of it there. And I pulled it in a little bit more. I love this yarn. This is Cocoon. It is fabulous with all this loft and stuff. It just doesn't have as much stretch and bounce in it. And so I thought that this would be the solution to it, and it is. And I then wore it one day this week when it was not as chilly. It's back to being cold again. Mr. Fuzzy gets checking the weather every 5 minutes because apparently in 10 days we might have snow, which I was like, I'll believe it when I see it. So wanted to let you know when things don't fit the way you want, that doesn't mean it just goes to the side and you don't do it again. You've seen me talk about hacks for all of those things. I am wearing, as I said, Halu by Caitlin Hunter and Ogechee Sport. But my newest project, the one, do you guys have that project? If you don't, you should. That project that you cannot, even though your day's going great, you cannot wait to that time in the evening where you get to try it on. My newest one is the Barbary sweater. Woo. And I started this, I'm making this out of sale yarn. So I have it so far, so I can try it on. It is Sweet Georgia. DK is the purple, and the chartreuse green is Seven Sisters. And so I am in love with this pattern. And of course, do I actually have the pattern over here to show you? Yes. Okay, so all kinds of things I could say about this pattern. Yes, I did block this far. I wanted to see where my stitch is gonna, was my color work gonna lay flat once it was blocked. I was so anxious to see how it was gonna be. I've learned my lessons on several of my sweaters, like this one. You guys will remember that I got all the way down below here, and had to rip it out because it didn't fit. So I am determined to try mine on more and more. Rita's asking about a technique. I believe that we do have a little video about that Melissa and I did. I'll go see if I can find that. Though I'll be honest, I just kind of made it up. I'm sure somebody told me about it along the way. So let me show you the pattern. I cannot wait. So here's the pattern, Barbary sweater. Those of you who are very observant may be wondering what's happening here. And as you can see, this is a cardigan. The great thing about this pattern, and I can't say enough good things about it, is that it is both a, I don't know if she's got the pictures in here. It is both a cardigan or a pullover. You can choose. So let's see, I don't know if she's got a picture of just the pullover, but on Ravelry, there are lots of them. The color work charts are really great. Let me show you her color work charts. She has 4 of them. She has them so handy. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but this is the color work chart for if you're doing a light background and dark color work. Really great. Yes, Virginia, I'm going to steek it. We will get to that note in just a moment. Or if you want to do a dark background with the light, that is so handy. I can't say enough great things about that. Now, she is also doing, and here I'm going to take it off. And yes, I have this on my needles and my try-on tubing so that I can see I got my try-on tubing on there. And I've blocked it and everything with the try-on tubing and the needles in. So that just goes to show you that, you know, when you get it good and stuck on your needle, you're going to be fine. So I've gone back to the ladder back technique. So as the color work, you can see my, it kind of creates like a mesh in the back here where you carry the colors. I will say she's having me carry the colors across more stitches than I'm comfortable with, therefore why I wanted to block to see how I was doing. But what's great about Zanette's technique pattern is that she actually has rows marked in the chart for where you're going to do that mesh stitch across the back. And I will tell you, I did many restarts on this. I can't even count how many restarts. I wasn't liking my fabric. I wasn't getting, I tried a worsted to see if I would like that better. It was too thick. There's short rows that you do before you join in the round. You use a Japanese technique for short rows, and I wanted to try what she suggested, and I couldn't get that right. And so I restarted many times. I'm going to do this much work. I want it to work out. So I say all that to just let you know, like, and use yarn and colors that you love, that you can't wait to get home to do, and it'll carry the day. And so on the back is this ladder back technique. And I just need to make sure that I'm keeping my floats nice and loose on my needle. So what I do is I pull my needle really far before I add in my new color. And I'm just so tickled. Okay, but yes, this means it's going to steek here. Amy, don't ever feel bad. Nobody should be making you feel bad if you have to start over. Who are those people? And if that is yourself, you just tell yourself that that is not okay. Right? You want it to turn out, and we're experimenting. And sometimes the yarn just doesn't want to be what you thought it should be. Like the two of you are just not going to agree on that. So this is where you set it up for the steek. For those of you that don't know what a steek is, that means I'm going to take some scissors and I'm going to cut my sweater when I'm all done. I have done that before. I've done that on my Descent cardigan. I loved it. It is not tidy on the inside. I've covered it up with a ribbon, and I've shown you all that. I love that sweater. It's super fun. But when you want to do color work and you want a cardigan, you guys might find some examples, but I don't know of any examples of a cardigan in color work that isn't steeked. So we're going to video it. I don't know if I'll do it live. If it doesn't work, I may curse. And I don't know that I want that on live. So we'll see. Yes, Nancy, we saw your order and we pulled it right before we went on with that beautiful red cocoon. So I'm definitely going to keep you posted. I can't wait for this. A few things I'm going to do a little bit different is I love the length of that my blueberry vodka lemonade. So I believe I'm going to make mine kind of crop like that too. But I think I'm going to do the sleeves just beyond elbow length so that I'll wear it more often. So there you have it. This is a non-superwash yarn that I'm using in the green. So I felt comfortable getting it wet for the briefest moment and not having it just completely dissolve out. And that's also going to be really good for steeking. So this will be easier than my last steek because it's a little bit thicker. It's a DK, and this yarn has a little bit of a tooth to it. So there are all the things, and there's all the stuff you do to prepare for it that I will keep you posted as I'm going along. But I couldn't wait to show you that beautiful Barbary sweater. And if you don't want to steek, there are lots of beautiful examples. And she has the pattern without, of course, the ribbing down the middle if you want to make a beautiful pullover. That would be lovely too. So thank you for indulging me and letting me share my projects and my hacks and my solutions and different ways to make a different pattern with this, with the monochrome and the, anyway, we just have all kinds of things around here. We are having a great start to our year and we hope that you are too. And we are here to help you, inspire you for your next projects. Thank you for watching.